Back in 2015, when Donald Trump first announced he would be running for president,
I am officially running for President of the United States.
hardly anyone thought he would win.
Say what you will about Mr. Trump, he certainly would bring some change to the White House.
But there was one man who prophesied it nearly perfectly back in 1957. That man was Carl Jung.
Carl Gustav Jung, born in 1875, with Freud, one of the founding fathers of modern psychology.
Carl Jung was one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century. He wrote extensively about the human psyche, society, and the future of civilization. In fact, he was one of the few truly great geniuses of modern age.
I think if you think along the lines of nature, then you think properly.
In his book, The Undiscovered Self, Jung writes about the dangers that can arise when individual identity is subsumed by mass movements and charismatic leaders. He provides a near-perfect prediction for the emergence of Donald Trump.
We're going to build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice.
The Undiscovered Self was written during the Cold War, a time of intense social tension.
The leaders of Russia tell us their only concern is the defense of their own nation. Is this so? Or are they ambitious for world conquest?
Jung realized that in times of economic and political stress, the masses will always become irrational, and in their chaos, produce a leader to act as a megaphone for their grievances. He writes, As the mass
state grows in power, the individual diminishes in significance, and violent instincts are then unleashed. In order to compensate for its chaotic formlessness, a mass always produces a leader who then becomes a victim of his own inflated ego consciousness.
Nobody's stronger than me.
Nobody has better toys than I do.
There's nobody bigger or better at the military than I am.
Nobody loves the Bible more than I do. Nobody builds walls better than me. Nobody's better to people with disabilities than me.
Sound familiar? This has happened time and time again throughout history, leading to the rise of leaders such as Adolf Hitler and Mussolini in the period leading up to World War II, Pol Pot in Cambodia in the 1970s, and Mao Zedong in China in the post-war period. And the list goes on. Donald Trump's rise to power can be seen as the embodiment of this archetype. The 2010s were a time of economic frustrations. Following the 2008 financial crisis, the Western world saw thousands of job losses in manufacturing, growing income inequality, and increasing social anxieties over immigration, cultural changes, and political polarization. Now, Trump presented himself as the only one who could fix the system.
Drain the swamp, and that's what we're doing. I didn't know the swamp was this dirty and this deep.
Appealing directly to those who felt disillusioned and disenfranchised. The masses, angry and resentful, need a leader to act as a megaphone for their grievances. Donald Trump was that megaphone.
Today our cities are flooded with illegal aliens. Americans are being squeezed out of the labor force and their jobs are taken.
Jung blames our scientific rational age as the main culprit for this phenomenon. He argues that
modern society strips people of their individuality and reduces them to a meaningless statistic, just one amongst millions.
They all seek their own existence, and to assure their existence against that complete atomization into nothingness, man cannot stand a meaningless life.
Jung warned that when people lose their sense of individual identity, they become susceptible to the influence of mass movements. The leader of such a movement gains power not through rational arguments, but by appealing to emotions and primal fears. But Jung didn't just diagnose the problem, he also offered a solution. The antidote to the dangers of mass movements and authoritarianism, according to Jung, is the development of individual consciousness. By becoming more self-aware and taking responsibility for our own thoughts and actions, we can resist the pull of the collective. We need to delve into our own unconscious, meet with our own shadow, and in doing so, gain liberation from this mass psychosis. He also suggested religion as a possible bulwark against this. Jung's opinion was that religion serves as a vital remedy to the dangers of state tyranny. He argues that as individuals lose their spiritual grounding, they become more susceptible to the influence of mass movements and authoritarian leaders. Religion, in Jung's view, provides a counterbalance to this by anchoring the individual in a higher transcendental experience that fosters personal responsibility and inner strength by connecting with a deeper sense of self. Through spirituality, individuals can resist the oppressive forces of the collective. So, was Carl Jung a prophet who predicted Trump's rise to power? Well, he certainly warned us about it with astonishing accuracy. If you want to learn more about the work of Carl Jung, you can follow the link in the description below to buy either The Essential Jung or The Undiscovered Self from Amazon. If you buy through these links, we'll earn a small commission, so it's a great way to support the channel. His work offers a lens through which we can better understand the hows, and most importantly the whys, of the powerful forces currently shaping our world. Do you think Jung predicted what we're seeing now? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.